Welcome to the video, guys. Today I'm going to show you how to get infinite emeralds and infinite iron using my iron golem farm and villager trading hall 2-in-1 combination. This farm also produces lots of string and lots of poppy and provides you with every single type of trade you could possibly need. Drop a like if you're hyped for free iron and subscribe for more Bedrock tutorials like this one, and let's get into it. Before we build, here's a quick look at the materials I use. We got 60 pistons, 60 levers, 18 chests, 15 hoppers, 84 stairs of your choice, 2 water buckets to make an infinite water source, running a lot of water, lava for the iron golem killing chamber, and then 9 signs, 60 beds, a bunch of building blocks of your choice. I'm going to use stone bricks and pink glass. And then all the job stations that I'll be using. We have 33 lecterns, 3 blast furnace, 3 smithing tables, 3 grindstones, and then two of every other job station. Now before you start building, make sure to pick out a flat 25 by 25 area and make sure to mob proof within 16 blocks of every direction, mostly for caves, because if an iron golem spawns below the farm, it'll mess up the efficiency of the whole farm. If you do have a cave within 16 blocks of any direction of the farm, you can go ahead and place slabs to mob proof it to make sure iron golems will no longer spawn there. Alright, let's go ahead and start building. So we're going to make a 23 by 23 box around this whole area. And then you can go ahead and start filling it in. And then you're going to want to find the center of the farm and then leave a 3x3 for the iron golems to funnel into. Alright, now you want to go in 1 block and place a whole perimeter around the whole area. On a perimeter of stairs around this one. And then you're going to want another layer on top of these stairs. And then I recommend making an infinite water source, so you don't have to keep running back and grabbing water for this step. And then you're going to want to fill every single stair with water. And then you can go ahead and fill up your infinite water source and get rid of it. Alright, now we're going to go to the center. We're going to go down 2 blocks from here. So just make sure there's 3 block gap between the top right here. And then now we're going to mine out a 23 by 23 area of the whole farm. So whenever you see stone and then it goes into a different block, you can go ahead and cover that up. So just stop at the stone. Hurts my hand so much. Alright, now that it is mined out, you go ahead and place stone bricks along the walls. I'm just gonna put these in for lighting real quick, just so you guys can see better. Alright, now from the walls, you want to go ahead and dig out 3 blocks all the way around. And then go ahead and place stone bricks for your flooring. And then starting from the area where you don't have flooring yet, you go ahead and go down 3 blocks. Go ahead and mine out this whole area. Alright, now that is mined out, you go ahead and replace these walls and the flooring with the building block of your choice. Make sure to leave this 3x3 for the iron golems. Should align at the top. Alright, this is the rough design so far, and then we're going to go ahead and make the villager pods. So starting on the second level, you want to go 2 blocks from the corner and mine out those. And then just repeat all the way along. Make sure to leave 2 block gaps for the corners. And now for the entrance, you're going to go ahead and pick a side that you want your entrance to be on. And then go to the center here. You want to fill in this one, fill in this one. And then go ahead and mine this out. And you have a nice 3x3 entrance into your trading hall. And then since villagers are not in the pods yet, we're going to go ahead and put a fence up with carpet on top to make sure villagers can't get out, but you can get in. Alright, now for this bottom level, we're going to put the villager pods. You just go out 1 for this one, and go all the way along, but make sure to leave these 3 for getting up and down, and then keep going. Just make sure this is aligned with your entrance, and everything will be good. Alright, now for each villager pod, we're going to go ahead and break these 2 blocks and these 3 and replace them with the block of your choice. You can leave those as they are because we're going to break them eventually. And the same thing for every single one. You can also go ahead and replace this bottom block. Alright, now we can do the same for the top floor. For the top floor, you can also replace this top block. Alright, now that that is done, we're going to go ahead and make the collection chamber for the iron. So we're going to go down 3 blocks here. And then just mine out so it aligns with the entrance and these 3 blocks right here. You can go ahead and mine these blocks down here. And then you can replace all this stone with the blocks of your choice. Now you're going to want these 3 hoppers facing down, so we're going to place 3 blocks and then put the hoppers facing down. And then these hoppers will be going into the one in front of them. And since we're going to have chests right here, we can go ahead and replace these blocks with stairs, just so you can open the chest. But you don't have to do that, of course. And then we're going to want 3 double chests along here. And then you're going to want 3 along here. And then 3 more along down here. And then you go ahead and place hoppers going into these chests. You can place a light back here just to make sure no mobs spawn back here. Or you can fill it in. And then replace all these blocks. And then you can place ladders going all the way up. And then I'm going to place glass all around this, but you can use any block of your choice or any other type of glass you want to do. I prefer glass just to watch the iron golems burn. Alright, now inside the farm you're going to want to place 9 signs along these. And then lava on top. Alright, now we're going to make the area where the villagers will be cured at. So we're going to go ahead and mine out in one of the stations here. So yeah, we're just going to mine out all the stone blocks that's surrounding the villager pods. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and mine one block down here. Go all the way around again. Alright, and this is where the pistons and the levers come into play. We're going to want to place a piston facing up on every single station. So you're going to have one block and then the piston. And go ahead and go all the way around. And then on every single piston, you want to place a lever and then flip it. And then get it all the way around. And then for access into this back room, we're going to go ahead and go to the 3x3 that we have right here. We're going to mine down on this one right here. So go one to the right, and then just go down. And then you can connect it up with your iron collection system. And you can go ahead and place a door here if you want. And for this whole back area, you can just leave it stone if you want, or you can make it look nice. You can do whatever you want though. Just make sure you don't have like a 3x3 area for iron golems to spawn. If you do, you're going to want to place slabs. Just so iron golems don't spawn down here. Or you can use carpet if you like, but just any block that will mob proof it. Alright, now that we have the entrance to this area, you're going to want to place slabs on each stone brick that you have up here. And this is so that when you lower this piston, the villagers will stay in here, but won't be able to get out. And then you can have a zombie come in here and then turn them into a zombie villager, and then you can put them back up after you kill them, and it'll be all good. I don't know why this piston is here. So yeah, we're just going to go all the way around with these slabs. Alright, now that we have the curing area for the lower level, we're going to go ahead and do the same for the upper level. Alright, so let's do the same thing here. And then we just need to go all the way around. And then go down one. And then we're going to need pistons on each one of the villager pods again. And then levers and flip them. And then slabs on each one of these again. And go all the way around. And then we're going to make the entrance into this area. So we're going to go ahead and mine down right here and connect it to the lower one. Just going to put some lights just to brighten it up. You can go ahead and just make a staircase going up. And then if you ever need a zombie, you can just go outside, make him follow you, and then just bring him down. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and place the job stations in. So this whole top level is going to be lecterns. And then for this bottom level, I make 3 blast furnace, 3 smithing tables, 3 grindstones, and then 2 of every other job station. Alright, this is the completed trading hall and iron golem farm with no beds and no villagers yet. So we're going to go ahead and get the villagers. I recommend filling this layer until we have every single librarian inside their trading pod. Just because it's very difficult to get villagers up and down. So let's just go ahead and do this. Alright, now we're going to place the 60 beds. Alright, we're just going to place the 60 beds temporarily around the whole area just so villagers can get to the beds. And then you're going to want to get 2 villagers from a village. And you can either transfer them using a boat or however you need to. Alright, once you have 2 villagers, you're going to want to give them a bunch of bread. As you see, when you give 3 pieces of bread, you want some bread too? They'll start breeding. Alright, and then we got a baby. And now you're going to want to do that until every single villager is in a bed, pretty much. So you're going to go up to 60 villagers. But I'm going to go ahead and just spawn them in the spawn eggs. When you're breeding the villagers, you're going to end up with some of these guys with green jackets. You're going to want to kill them, but you don't want to use your sword. You want to use like a lava bucket or flint and steel. Because if you kill them with your sword, they'll end up like scamming you and they'll give you higher trades, which is stupid. So go ahead and murder all the guys with green jackets because they're worthless and don't know how to trade. Alright, now it's time for the most tedious part of getting the villagers inside their trading pod. So what you want to do is you're going to want to break the lectern, and whoever loses their job, you're going to want to push them in there and then place the lectern back. So then he will be connected to this job station. And then you're going to repeat the same thing for every single one. An easier way to do it might be to break every single lectern, or break every single job station in the area, and then place the lectern. Whoever comes running, go ahead and break it, and put it back in there. And you'll see he'll switch to a job, then switch to the ones down there. So we're going to go ahead and break the ones down there, just to make this easier. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, so you're going to want to... Come on, bro. Come on, bro. There we go. And then whoever wants to get this one here, who wants it? I guess it's that time of the day where they don't want to work, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and make it nighttime. And we're going to go ahead and sleep in their beds, too. And then they should go right to their job stations, because they would love to work in the morning. Let's get this idiot. There we go. Alright, it appears every single top floor villager pod has a villager now. And now that we have that, we can go ahead and open the lower level. You probably want to close up this area just so they don't go down there. And then break these ladders so they don't go back up. Oops, I broke a bed. I'll just place it right there. So now we can go ahead and place their job stations back. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab them. Alright, so we have 3 blast furnaces. Sir, get out, please. We're gonna do the 3 smithing tables. Out, please. And then 3 grindstones. And then 2 of every other one. Dude, these ones are... So cauldrons, looms, stone cutters. Uh-oh. Alright, now that we have this, we can go ahead and start pushing all the villagers down to this level. So tell them to go down. Tell them to go down. Go down, please, sir. Go down, please. At this point, iron golems will start spawning very soon. Just because we have all these guys working up here and all these guys working down here. But now we're gonna need to get all these villagers in their pod. Take this cleric. Sort of go in, please. There you go. It might be the time of day where they don't want to work anymore. And they just look at you very awkwardly. Okay. Let's go ahead and set time tonight. Oh, that's a problem though, Loki. Sometimes they will jump into those beds. They are some athletes. So you're gonna have to push them back down. Push this guy over here. Go, 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 go. Come on, come on, come on. And there we go. That is every single villager in their trading pod. And now we're gonna go ahead and fix the bed situation. So you're gonna want to break. And there's our first iron golem. Interrupted me. And as you see, we'll get a lot of iron golems. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and break all the beds though. The villager's gonna get very angry at me because I just broke the beds. But it's okay. You're gonna want to copy me exactly what I do. We're gonna place 2 blocks going out on each one of these, and then place the beds. Break the blocks. Place 2 right underneath them. Beds. Blocks again. And then we have 15 beds on this side, and then we're going to do the same on each side. Let's go ahead and do 15 times 4, and you'll have 60 beds. And that is all the villagers in their pods and all the beds placed, and this will start having a bunch of iron golems spawning. But there's still more to do. Oh, that's bad. That happens sometimes. It's because we broke their beds. My bad, guys, my bad. So go ahead and break every single job station. Put slabs on every single one. I know what happened here. I know what happened. Just go ahead and break every single job station. Just make sure you have slabs on top of their things. And now you're going to place a lectern down and see who connects to it. Just go ahead and see who's a librarian. So this guy's a librarian down here. So we're going to go ahead and just place that. No, we're not. Okay. So yeah, that's fine. So go ahead and just place, since he's down there, go ahead and place another lectern. And see who has this one. So let's go ahead and find out. Let's see, this guy right here is a librarian, so we're going to place down another one. See who gets the job. And see, it's that guy up there, so we're going to go ahead and break this one. And then place it in his. This is how you make sure every villager has the correct job station in front of them. So we're going to repeat this process until it's all correct. There you go, use this one. Go ahead and give him that. And break the rest of these. Yeah, it's everyone up here, right? You guys all have jobs? So that's good. Now let's fix this lower part. Alright, so who wants a cauldron job? This guy wants it. Alright, next. Who gets the next job? He gets it. And I'm just gonna let's make this one the smithing table. So let's see who gets the next job. And then cartographer. And then a loom. There we go. And that's everything done. So we're gonna go ahead and open this back up. Grab those ladders. Put it back up. And finally, everything is done. Those beds really caused some troubles for us. Alright. Now, for setting villager trades. How you're going to want to do this is you only want to break one job station at a time, or you could mess up this whole thing. So we're going to go ahead and break this lectern. We're going to place the lectern, and he'll connect back. We're going to view his trades, see if we want it or not. So Silk Touch Book is not, it's not necessarily bad, but we can take that. Or just do paper, I guess. So if we want Silk Touch, right? So we're gonna trade him some paper, and now he will never lose that trade. So you break his lectern, he will remain a librarian, and he won't lose that trade anymore. So you go ahead and place his lectern back. Good. Go on to the next dude. See what's up. See what he has. Blast prop forward. It's not bad. We'll take it. Lock his trade. Go on to the next one. Make sure he connects. Make sure you see the green particles before you do break the next lectern, just to make sure. See what this guy has. Power 4. Not a max enchant, so we would keep re-rolling them. But yeah, you just want to do this until you get a max book. Something you want to keep max ones. Like Mending is a really good book you want to try and get. But yeah. So that's how you guys lock the trades. But you need to be very specific on how you break them. So the way I do this is I make all of these ones sell OP books that are usually max, and then this back row I like to set all of their trades. Let's see here. I like to set all the trades to bookshelves. What's your also Kira? Alright, so yeah. You'll be able to buy a bookshelf for 1 emerald, and then you can place a bookshelf, and the bookshelf will drop 3 books. And then below here, after he is cured, he will sell 1 book for 1 emerald. So then you could buy a bookshelf for 1 emerald to get 3 books, and then turn that into 3 emeralds, and then repeat the process for every single one of these. So all these will be selling bookshelves. So that's what I like to do. And then down here, for the ones that I have 3 of each, if you notice in their trades, they trade iron for emeralds, which is really OP considering we have an iron farm, which is not working right now due to... Where they at? There he is. You're gonna need to kill these people. And since they are spawning outside, what you're gonna want to do is spawn proof most of the outside areas. You can do that by placing carpet. I'll do moss carpet, and then we can do slabs just on top of this level, just to make sure they don't even spawn up here. And then go ahead and just place carpet or slabs, or just any mod-proof block that you know of, that you would like. Make that look a little nicer. And then for the interiors, just to make sure nothing spawns inside here, we're gonna get some carpet. I just like to do load sign. But since we got rid of the villagers, they're all in their chambers now, we can go ahead and get rid of this. We don't need it. And you can make the staircase look a lot nicer, your entrance. And this is my go-to right here. I just place this all along, just to make sure nothing spawns inside the trading hall. Let's go ahead and do that. And then you go ahead and design this however you guys like, and you can go ahead and put signs. Let's see here. Go ahead and put signs of what the villager has if you want. Just be like Silk Touch. It's just a great way to organize it. And you guys can go ahead and get rid of these slabs on these guys, as long as you have set their trades, of course, because you're going to break their lecterns. You don't want them to escape. And then I'm just going to design mine, and then I'll show you guys what I got after. Alright, now I'm going to show you guys how to get really cheap trades from the villagers. So you're going to need a brewing stand, brown mushroom, spider eye, sugar, golden apple, blaze powder, and then some water bottles, and then you're also going to need a zombie. So first up, let's go ahead and get these items out. And then you're going to throw in the water bottles, and then the blaze powder. Let's go ahead, we don't need to do these ones. And then you're going to want to craft a fermented spider eye, which you're going to do is a spider eye, sugar, brown mushrooms, and then you get a fermented spider eye. And then you want to go ahead and throw those in there. Just throw it in there. And that's going to make a weakness potion. Now you're also going to need to make a splash potion, so I kind of forgot this. But, so after that, you get weakness potions. And then you're going to want to throw in some gunpowder, and what that's going to do is it's going to make it a splash potion, so that you can throw it onto the villagers. And this is going to give you splash potion of weakness. Alright, so now we're going to go into this chamber, and we're going to cure a villager. So we're going to find the one you want to cure, so let's get like the really cheap trade. So let's do this one right here. So we're going to go ahead and lower him, and then you're going to want to bring in a zombie into here. Wait, before you do anything, make sure your difficulty is on hard. If you are on easy, there's like a 0% chance that it will turn into a zombie villager. Normal is like 50%, hard is 100% chance that it's going to turn into a zombie villager. That is because they think that if a zombie kills a villager and spawns another zombie, the game's going to be harder. So we're going to go ahead, place the zombie, and he's going to... On Bedrock, it is quite buggy, but you might have to give some shoves. And he will start to kill him. And there you go. And then you go ahead and kill the zombie. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and kill him. And then you're going to want to throw a weakness potion onto this zombie. And then you're going to want to feed him a golden apple. And that will start the process. Go ahead and put him up. So when you are curing the villagers, make sure you do one villager at a time, or else when the villager returns to... Or when the zombie villager returns to a villager, it will connect to a random job station. So sometimes if you do 2 at a time, they will have switched job stations and they will no longer restock their trades. You know, just have to fix it. So that's why I recommend just doing one villager at a time, or else it could lead to problems. This will take about 3 to 5 minutes for him to turn back into a villager. And there we go. So if we see here, He's gonna sell 1 emerald, 1 book for a book of Silk Touch, and then he has 1 book for 1 emerald, just like what I was talking about earlier. So yeah, there you go. You want the most OP trades? You can cure every single villager, including these ones. Like, and I think you can do it 3 times each to make them even lower. So yeah, if you really want, you can make this extremely overpowered and really cheap. But for these trades down here, if you see here, this guy will eventually, on his level 5 trades, level 4 trades, he'll give you diamond armor. So you guys can get full diamond armor from these dudes. These are weaponsmiths, so you can get diamond swords, diamond axes. And then these are toolsmiths, so they will give you like pickaxes, shovels, and axes. All diamond and really cheap, so they'd be really good. And then the rest of these people are pretty much just miscellaneous things, like the cleric can give you ender pearls, redstone, and lapis, I believe. And then these are always good for just fun blocks for building. That's what the masons are. And then the farmers over here, their level 4 trades or level 5 trades can actually give you golden carrots, which is the best food source in the game, which is always really good. And then most of these trades are really just miscellaneous. Like, you get food from these guys, some cool wool blocks from these people, and then just fishing stuff from the fishermen. And then you guys can have infinite books and everything. Yeah, so probably light up the surrounding area and make sure zombies and other mobs don't just come running in here. But they are safe inside their pods. No zombies can actually get them right now. But a creeper could blow this place up, so make sure you just light it up good. Alright, this is going to be the end of the video. If this build helped you out or gave you some inspiration, go ahead and leave a like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you want more Bedrock Edition tutorials, and let me know in the comments what kind of farm or build you want to see next. I'll catch you in the next one.